Hi, church family. Sure do miss you. It's been good to do the GoToMeeting, so I encourage you, if you haven't tried that, use that. I've never done it before, and I was able to figure it out, and I'm pretty old, so I think you should jump in and try that once in a while. At least you can see some faces and connect with people. That's a great thing to do. So we're in Acts chapter 12 today, an exciting chapter. I mean, like every section of this chapter is just filled with action. Talk about a perfect graphic novel, this one would be one. So as you're jumping in and looking at it, some of the exciting things that I noticed is that the church was under persecution. People had died, people were imprisoned, people were hiding in their homes, running for the hills. It's a difficult time for the church. And yet the church responded to persecution with prayer. And that prayer brought about great provision from God in miraculous ways. And so as you read through there, look how God is providing. And not only that, notice how many times Herod is mentioned. And Herod's plans are mentioned. And what Herod's going to do is mentioned. And what Herod thinks he's going to do is mentioned. And it never seems to work out because Herod thinks he's in control. But in reality, we know that only God is truly in control. And in this time, even though we're not under persecution, you may feel the world is a little spinning and chaotic, and you're hiding in your homes because you're told to. And so just remember that God is truly in control. And you be encouraged by that and encourage others by that. And as we look at that, I got a letter this week from Dr. Sanders from World Impact. And he had an amazing thing to say that fit this passage so well. He said, historically, Christians have responded to plagues, much like the one we're in, not by panicking. While the world around them was freaking out, focusing on self-preservation, like our present day hoarding toilet paper, Christians were known to go in the opposite direction. Despite what was going on, they cared for those around them. And the result was that the ancient church ended up experiencing a tremendous growth spurt among the survivors. Amazing. And that is exactly what we see in chapter 12. In fact, my favorite verse that just jumped into my heart for this chapter was, but the word of God increased and multiplied. It increased in their lives and it multiplied in the lives of others. So I encourage you, as you read this chapter, to think about how you can be increasing in the word and multiplying it to others. Have a great weekend.